Pessoal, estamos aqui do lado agora de um stand de hardware e tem um negócio muito interessante aqui, né, que é o Tag Connect. Quem já fez hardware sabe que certamente teve algum problema quando a gente vai fazer alguns tipos de conexão, né? Então você tem que moldar algum tipo de conexão, às vezes soldar esse tipo de conector aqui na placa, tá? E uma das coisas interessantes que eu vou pedir aqui para o pessoal explicar para a gente é o que eles desenvolveram e como que eles fizeram isso aqui funcionar, tá? Para que você consiga diminuir custos de produção, né? E a ideia aqui é diminuir custos de produção, porque o conector tem um custo um pouco alto, tá? Can you explain us a little bit about what you done and how can it saves money in the production line?
Sure. So usually you have some kind of programming header or connector on your board to program your microprocessor. And usually it's one of the biggest parts on the board, and it costs money and it has height, and or it can be a little bit smaller and then it costs even more money, and it still has height and still takes up a lot of room on the board. So instead of having that, what we let you do is put a little footprint of pads and holes on the board that cost nothing, and it can be from as small as about a 0805 resistor, and it just consists of pads and holes, nothing special. Then our connectors have spring pins or pogo pins. Each pin has 4 points, so every pin makes a 4-point connection on each of the contact pads of each footprint. And there's 3 alignment pins that you line up, and then you squeeze the sides of the connector and it plugs into the board directly. So you don't need a connector on the board, and it saves you the cost and a lot of space on the board. It's also great when you have a thin product. So for instance, this is a smartwatch, and that's the JTAG connection there. It has no height and doesn't cost anything. And it gets very tiny as well, so it's very popular with people who make little Bluetooth beacons. So this is a little Bluetooth beacon from EM Microelectronic. It uses a Cortex ARM processor, and so it uses this little footprint that's about the size of an 0805 resistor. And this one you can either hold in place while it programs, or you can push on one of our clipboards, which works like an earring, and it will fix it in place while you debug and program. So saves the most space. So what we do is save space and cost on every board, and lets you shrink the size of your product. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.